And a very good evening, everybody. Busy Tuesday night. Here we go. Coyote soccer team announced their presence this year with a 3-3 tie against defending state champ Legacy. That team came to Legends Field tonight for the rematch. Let's see how that went. Sabres get a call for a penalty kick, but Liam Horner is going to turn away the powerful Joaquin Polito, so no goal. Then they get it going again. Their star Camden Kuda tries to score, but Dominic Danko blocked it. I think he did it with his head. Still 0-0. Sabres again carrying the play. Uriel Rivera fires away, but Coyotes sophomore netminder Tristan Boots comes up with a save. Coyotes on the break. Their big scorer is going to fire away Ricardo Macias, but he is wide. 0-0 at this point. But the Sabres score 2 goals. Williston scores 1. Still very, very competitive. Williston is having a very good season in boys soccer. Williston tennis team fell to Minot last week in the Magic City. This afternoon, playing at home, they were trying to send Scotty DeLorme's team back to the Magic City with a loss. Let's see how that went. Coyote Jr. Kane Shannon serving to Nolan Callahan. Good volley, good volley. The Coyote Jr. is going to come up with a good shot there. Of course, he's also a very good golfer, so he plays a lot of sports. That's good. Back comes Callahan. Good volley, back and forth, and a nice, smooth return. And this time, he's going to come up with a winner. Your second seeds, junior Gavin Douglas of the Coyotes serving to Thomas Griffith. He will belt one, and then Griffith is going to go way, way too long. It was a great afternoon for tennis here in Williston. Griffith serving. They play the long game, back and forth, and this time the Coyote is going to hit it just a little bit too long on the return. Minot comes to Williston, and they end up beating the Coyotes final 7-0. So Scotty DeLorme has got us twice. All right, Lady Tetons hoping to continue their winning ways tonight at home against longtime rival Miles Community. Let's go to the well, and here we go. Lady Tetons impressive early. Ella Morkin from Weyburn makes a big play there. She's helped the club out right away. Fairview's Callie Hopes is going to come up, and she's going to put one back. And then circles Alexis Moline with a twister. So we had Eastern Montana represented all over the place, and that's always a good thing because they have a lot of good athletes over there. And the Lady Tetons beat Miles 3-2, so that's a very good win. Miles is always good, so the Tetons tough at home. Not so good news from the Magic City. Williston in high school volleyball falls to Minot 25-21, 25-16, and 25-10. We got some good news, though. We do have some good news, and that is that the lady on your left, former Coyote standout golfer Kerry Carmichael, won the Bemidji State Invitational today with a 2-day total of 160. So the sophomore, who always seems to have a smile on her face, comes up with a very good way to start her sophomore season, and she was on today in Bemidji, Minnesota. We do have some good news on those Minnesota Twins. Finally, they stopped the losing ways. As I said, they were going down like a lead balloon. But finally, as I said, one of the kids has to step up, and it was Mr. Wallner, the pride of Minnesota. He came up with a big home run, and he drove in 3 RBIs. So Wallner banged the home run, and Mr. Farmer had a homer too, and he's always said he played for the Reds and the crowds weren't that great, and he was glad to be in Minnesota, and he said he's so glad to be in a pennant race. He had a home run yesterday, he had a home run today, so he's doing the best he can to get those Minnesota Twins into the playoffs. And here's the other guy we said he had to come through, Pablo Lopez. You know, someone has to be the ace on this staff. Everybody's hurt, and they give him a lot of money, and he came through. So good job. The bleeding is stopped, at least for the time being, and they beat the Angels 10-5. We'll see what tomorrow brings. Off their season opening win over the Giants on Sunday. That was good. Always good to open up with a win. The Vikes will host the 49ers on Sunday, and that should be very, very fun. And with that, we take a timeout on First News at 10.